This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack daily challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given two integers r and c. So here the value of r is equal to 3 and c is equal to 4. And then we are given a r cross c integer matrix as input. So this is the integer matrix of size 3 cross 4. And then we are given another integer k. So now our task is to extract the kth column from this matrix. So here k is equal to 2. So we have to extract the second column from this matrix. So this is the second column 2, 5 and 2. So we have to extract these integers from the matrix and print it in our output. So in our output we can see that we are printing column 2 and we are printing the column 2 integers 2, 5 and 2. So our task is actually only to implement a function named getColumn, to which we are given the matrix and the value of k in the arguments. So using that we have to extract the kth column and return it. Now let us see how we will be defining that function getColumn. So this is the function named getColumn, and this function is expected to return a pointer to the structure variable named bounded array. And then in the arguments we are given the value of r, c and then a two-dimensional array in which we have the matrix and then an integer k. So these are the values which were given in the arguments. So now our task is to extract the kth column integers. So to store it we need an array. So I am creating an output array of size 1001 and then an integer variable named L, and I am initially setting it to 0. So we will be using this integer variable L for indexing the output array. So now we have to extract the kth column integers and store it in the output array. So here I am creating this loop that iterates from 0 to r. So in every iteration of this loop we will be iterating through the kth column integers in the matrix. So the kth column is nothing but it is present at the index k minus 1 because our column starts from 0. So I am including k minus 1 and the value of I will be ranging from 0 till r minus 1. So in every iteration we will be taking the integers that are present in this index and we will store it in the output array. So finally after the execution of the loop we would have extracted the kth column integers and it will now be present in the output array. Now we have to store this output array in the structure variable and return a pointer to it. So first I am creating two variables for this structure named bounded array. So the first variable is BARR and the second is a pointer variable to BARR. So I am setting PTR is equal to ampersand of BARR. So now both BARR and PTR are linked. So whatever the changes we are going to make in BARR will automatically reflect in pointer also. So now we have extracted the kth column integers and the integers are present in the output array and the length of that output array is L. So now we have to store these values inside the variables of the structure. So the structure has two variables, size and ARR. So we have to store L in size. So using the dot operator we have to access the variable of the structure. So we have to set BARR dot size is equal to L, and similarly we have to store the output array in BARR. So finally after storing it we have to return the pointer because this function is expected only to return a pointer to the structure. So we are returning the PTR. So this is the logic to solve today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.